Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Sunday service. Thank you for joining us today. We will now start off with Gasho and meditation. If you could all rise, please do so.
Namo Amidavats, Namo Amidavats, Namo Amidavats.
We'll now have the singing of Shui on page 43 in our service book.
We are joyful gathered here always. We love all you in this world of constant change. Together we go, embracing Buddha's light. We await you always, all together here as one. In the lovely melody of singing Buddha's praise.
We'll now have Vandana Tisarana, followed by the three treasures on page 46 and 47.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Om Chuni Niyasam Tevam Niyasam God supremely awakened one, Buddham Saranam Gacchami, Dhammam Saranam Gacchami, Sangham Saranam Gacchami. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Difficult is to receive life in human form, now we are living it. Difficult is to hear the Buddha Dharma, now we hear it. If you do not receive awakening in this present life, then what life can we hope to receive it? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth.
I take refuge in the Buddha. May we together as one begin on the great path of enlightenment, holding in your hearts the supreme aspiration. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we together as one enter the storehouse of the Dharma and attain true wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we together as one, united in harmony, strive to live for the enlightenment of all beings.
The incomparable, deep and profound dharmas is difficult to encounter. even through countless age of kalpas. Now we are privileged to hear and to receive it. Let us endeavor to truly understand the true meanings of the Buddha Dharma. Namo Amidabhas, Namo Amidabhas, Namo Amidabhas, Namo Amidabhas.
We will now have the singing of Shoshin Son, service book page 48 to 50. You may be seated.
Amitabhas, Namo Amitabhas, Namo Amitabhas.
We will now have our Dharma talk by Reverend Marcos Zawada.
Namo Amitabhas, Namo Amitabhas. Namo Amitabhas, Namo Amitabhas. Before I start my talk, Master Benyo, this portrait in your left side, remind us three important things is how to listen with the heart. One, you should listen as this is the very first time. Two, you should listen as this message is for you alone. And the three, you should listen as this is the last time you will ever do so in your life. Namo Amitabhas, Namo Amitabhas. We live in the time of uncertainty. We have a lot of things happen in our time, and we don't know what we can do today, what I can believe, what some kind of things I can follow me to try to live in more, more balanced way. We have a lot of information, but this information constantly changing, and we don't know how we can proceed in our daily life. And Sensei Yuta Ikeda, he received one letter from an elderly member, and I want you can read it with me. Yeah? This word is written by this elderly lady, and she wrote this kind of things. I have aided without abandoning my mind of calculation. Mind of calculation means judgment. On this body, 1 year more comes without having abandoned my calculation, judgment mind. Nothing in this calculation, judgment mind into me are changing. I knew about that I have to change, but I don't do it. I ask it to myself, who refused to change? Actually, this is my real journey I have to follow. Maybe we cannot understand, but how we are attached with our mind, that we are every time attached to a lot of things. And today, I want to associate something in our daily life as a Buddhist. We didn't know why. Last week, I had one ceremony here when we called it the final disposal mini altar. The people, because the parents, they were Buddhists, they have this kind of altar
at the home. This is I brought some. Yeah. This is called this box is called the Butsudan. Butsu is Buddha. Dan is like a box, one mini altar. But when this box called the Butsudan is become in your family, come to your family, this is not more called the only Butsudan. It's not only box or mini altar. We call it that as a Naibutsu. Nai means inner. Butsu, Buddha, inner Buddha. But this is one symbol of a family. For example, when the people came here, the first immigrants came here, because their hard life, every day, really hard life, we cannot imagine how hard was the life of the first immigrants here. And to overcome this kind of hard life, some of them in Brazil, I heard, maybe here too, they used to take this piece of wood called the ihai. It's represented the people passed before others, a loved one passed before them. And they used to take to the plantation or for the other place to support, to can resist that kind of a hard life. This is why they had a way to come for their spiritual support, to make them, to support them. Then more and more, before the people start to have their house there, they get their box. This box become one familiar box, a symbol of the family. Then this is not more like called the only Butsudan. This is called the inner Buddha, Naibutsu. Naibutsu means internal Buddha. Yeah. And this is, you have to set, usually they set it in the main place of the house. For example, in living room, when all people from the family members can pass there and they look at that Naibutsu. And during the day, in the morning, the first things you wake up and you clean and you do your chant the sutra and you put the rice there. And this is something true they used to do. And before they go to the bed to sleep at the night or afternoon, people go and do again. This is why we do this. And the people don't know about the meanings of this. It's a symbol, of course, but we can only express our connection from the symbol we can understand. Then this Onaibutsu has a lot of history. There is Buddhas here, there is dead mommy, grandpa, there is Shakyamuni Shinran. All things here are connected. And this is have to occupy, have to stay in the central part of the house, because every time you can look at and do one exercise to you look at yourself. This is what does mean Onaibutsu is an inner Buddha. Inner Buddha is reminding us a lot of things about our life, about our origin, about our day of life, and to listen because we have a lot of merriments in our daily life, in our life, merriments of be high educated or get money or be respected for the others, but only this we forget one central part of our life. This central part, this main part, is called to back you as a human again. Because we every time we have our desires, our projections about feeling, we deserve more than others and make a difference. Then you go in front of the altar 5, 10 minutes or 15 minutes by day, and you make your exercise of humbleness, become humble, because it's a way when we can listen something when we become humble. But how you can become humble? When you really respect something. This is a symbol, but as a symbol you respect. Then you respect it. You bow because you respect. And you put your ears to listen, your heart to listen. This humbleness exercise is really important. Then when people, they do the disposal, the final disposal of this, I feel a little sad, but at the same time, I can understand. If they could understand a little bit more what this symbol represents, is not only a box. There is tradition. What does mean tradition? Tradition, there is a truth inside that reminds us about our daily life. When you listen for them, you can return your condition as a human every day. You can return your condition as you are not a superman or superwoman can transform the world. You are only a mortal human, and you encounter you in others, others in you. And this humbleness exercise we lack in our daily life. We don't listen. We are all. This is the reason how important is we come back for our original voice, the Buddha's voice. You can come back for that. And what does mean Gasho? Gasho is a symbol of unity. This is the most beautiful posture in human. It's a balanced posture. Balanced posture. And you put your hands together. This does mean oneness. You and them together, you and the Buddha. Togetherness. Togetherness means this: you are different, but you are the same. You are the same. When you come back to the Buddha's aspiration, Buddha's aspiration is your suffering is my suffering. Your happiness is my happiness. I cannot become Buddha if you don't become Buddha first. And the hardest person to be saved is this self, this I. Then the reason we need exercise, we need a little practice to symbolize our return as conditions are human. So the reason Onai Butsu, the inner Buddha, is something deeper than we can. It's a symbol, but if you want have one place to become humble, this is the reason occupy the central position in at our home, our house, and when every members of the family can pass there, look at that, stop, meditate, and remind something important in our life. where I am, who I am, where I'm going. Ask it about your conditions are you. This is Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu means you receive this call. And Gasho is a symbol of unity. Yeah? It become one togetherness. And incense is like before incense was something to smell bad, and you put the fragrance of the incense there to disappear. That means is spread for uniform for everyone. This is wisdom, symbol of wisdom. Yeah? Incense, offer incense is, and when you come in front of the altar, you offer incense, you do gasho, means like your exercise of humbleness, means, oh, I'm sorry, means thank you, oh, good for reminding me, and become, you come back for your conditions as a human again. If you have one opportunity to get one, you have a different kind of, yes, you can do only simple way that, of course, this is a symbol, this is all things, but in this symbol, have a lot of wisdom here. Because tradition means wisdom. People suffer before us and they suffer for us until now. Yeah, there is a lot of things, and there is only the written Namo Amida Butsu Tukashigiko. Yeah, something about that. This is important. Is not this image is not Shakyamuni Buddha. This is a symbol of compassion and wisdom. This is Buddha, means the law, whole in Chinese, law, as it is. Impermanence, selfless, dependent origination. This is law, as it is. And the Buddha is a teacher. Shakyamuni Buddhism, we represent this is not Shakyamuni Buddha. And Master Tang Luan, the Chinese master, one of the seven masters, Tang Luan says, you have, why we have two Buddhas? Eh? One Buddha is represent the Dharma, represent, this is the truth, Amida Buddha, infinite lives, infinite light. And the other Buddha is a teacher. Shakyamuni, the historical Buddha, came here for this world as a teacher. One say, Shakyamuni Buddha say to you, go to Amida Buddha, go to Pure Land. But Amida Buddha, come here. I'm here. It's a different approach. One guide you to go, other come back to you and spread the wisdom to understand. This is how works these two Buddhas. This is not Shakyamuni Buddha. We cannot, but we needed one teacher. We have a lot of teachers, like my dad and my mom is a teacher. I never want to be a Buddhist minister in my life. I never imagined to be a Buddhist, stay here. I every time refused because only I couldn't understand be a temple's minister like that. You know, a lot of suffering, a lot of things. You have to, I prioritize my this self. But I'm here, standing here. Then my dad is 100 years. He'll become in October now. And my dad reminded me when we were child in that small motorbike. My dad, my three brothers, I and me, my younger brother, I and we all embraced my dad in that small, and look at my dad back. I grew that way, and this is the reason I'm here. Like When you look at this, you are looking a lot of your background. Yeah? Dad, mom, grandpa, great-grandpa, a lot of things. You don't understand why you are here, why you can be a lot of things today. That is the reason. This small symbol is really important in our daily life. Thank you so much for today. I ask you to put your hands together in Gasho. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu.
Does anyone have any Sangha Kanwa impressions they'd like to share today? No? Okay. If not, if you could all rise, we'd like to have the singing of Gatha Ondok-san 2 on page 54 in English. We'll now have Gatha Nembutsu on page 127. Are there any announcements? May please be seated. Okay, so next week, Saturday, we are pleased to announce we're going to do our outdoor Mottainai sale, which will be starting at 9 o'clock here at our temple grounds. We will have it outdoors so we can adhere to our social distancing. We have so many nice things that we'd like to share with the public. So please come on over from 9 until 1. We have plants, some yukatas, some Japanese dishes, men's aloha shirts, women's clothing, so many great things. Even for the kids, toys, clothing, all kinds of things. So please come over and join us for that annual event. Then on July 3rd, we'll be having our Hatsubon service at 2 p.m. That's a Saturday. And on July 4th, we'll have our regular Obon service at 9 a.m. Thank you for joining us today. Cynthia, are you going to do exercise?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Little? Okay.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida. Today I want to talk to you about something to detox your body using your breathing. Yeah? Because we call it in yoga, one exercise is Nauli Kriya. But this is Nauli Kriya, you work this diaphragm and the force to all air go out, you become empty, and you can work a lot massage your inner organs there. Yeah, this is really important now Kriya. But there is one kind of now Kriya. Yeah? We can make a detox is you use your diaphragm to expel, to put out the toxin of your body. This is like you inhale and you close your mouth. You make a big belly and you start to force your diaphragm to expose you do 10, 11 times like that. But because we have a mask today, maybe it's a little hard, but we do usually in that way. Inhale, close your mouth, and do. You do this several times, 3 or 4 times, yeah, and you work at this, your abdominal, your muscles, your massage, and at the same time, expel a lot of things, put out a lot of things. Let's try it together. Inhale, make your big belly, put your hand there, close your mouth, and force no for your nose, mouth. Go, close, go.
That's good. Yeah.
Oh, this is now the Kriya. Is a good from yoga. Yoga chakra, right? Yoga chakra. Is a practice of the monks, Buddhist monks. Yeah, people. Of course, this the Guru Yoga has a lot of history, but the yoga has a big relation with Buddhism. Buddhism is one of the practices of the monks. Is yoga chakra. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for today. Your hands together in Gasho and make the Nauli Kriya. Namo Amida Butsu.